hope you're all doing well, inshallah. Today I'm going to do a video about job interviews, job applications, job outfits, etc. I've had a lot of you asking me on Instagram if I could do a video on job interviews and how I got the job at Lush and everything like that. So I'm going to discuss what you have to do before applying for a job, what you will have to do during your job interview, and then I'm gonna give you some tips on outfits and anything like that. So these are all just gonna be tips that will help you, inshallah. The first thing that I really want to say is that be positive and believe in you. Before applying for any job, always be positive and always kind of tell yourself and everyone around you, like, I'm gonna get this job. I've done that so many times. Even when I tried to apply at Lush, there were like 20 other contestants with me and I wasn't too sure if I was gonna get the job or not. I just said, like, I'm just gonna get this job. I told everyone, I told myself, I told my mom, I told everyone, I'm gonna get this job, and alhamdulillah I did. So always be positive, always believe in you, because if you're positive and you believe in you, you will really show others that you are a positive person, and that's always very good. Ever since I started wearing the hijab, I've noticed that every time I would go to a store and I would ask, like, hey, are you guys looking for someone? They would always be like, no, sorry, or no, sorry, we already found someone, even though they were still looking for someone. So don't do that. Instead, always search online and just send your CV and send your motivation letter, and always make sure that whoever you are, whatever you want to do, whatever you're, wherever you want to work, always make sure no grammar mistakes and no spelling mistakes in your CV. Always make sure that your CV and motivation letters makes clear that you don't need them, they need you. So always make that clear. And obviously in your motivation letter or in your CV, you never have to write down I wear a hijab or anything like that, because obviously someone who's showing her hair wouldn't write either I'm showing my hair, so don't do that. The next step, obviously, when you apply for your job, the next step that what they mostly do is either they email you back with, we want to invite you for a interview, or they're gonna ask you to or they're gonna call you on the phone and tell you, like, hey, we just read your letter and we would love to ask you or invite you for an interview. When you go to your interview, make sure that you look your best. Make sure you look your best, but always make sure that you look neat and you look not too much, and with that I want to say that always make sure your makeup is completely natural. Make sure your makeup is really natural, no red lips, no smoky eye, anything like that. So always make sure that your hands look very neat, no big rings, nothing, no big statement necklaces. There's no need for that, because that will really catch the attention and might draw the attention off you. So you don't want to do that. When you're wearing a hijab, make sure that there's no volume and that it's just a normal, simple style. Besides being well dressed, you always have to make sure that you have a bag with you with your CV, your motivation letter, and don't just put it dirty in there. Make sure you have a file to put your CV, your motivation letter in there. So in case they take out your motivation letter or your CV, you can take it out too and you can read along with them. So the next thing is obviously your interview. Sometimes you will have a groups interview, which I had at Lush, and I have to say I felt very more nervous during a groups interview instead of when I'm doing a solo interview, because obviously in my groups interview there were 15 to 20 other girls, so somewhat like that. And I have to tell you, I was so bloody nervous before the interview. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? Because when you're on your own, you don't see the other you don't see the other girls you're competing with for the job, and you're more secure about you. That's with me. I'm always better in a solo interview, and not as much in a groups interview. But I noticed when I came there, I was like, oh my gosh, there's just one job. there are almost 20 other girls, so if I want to get this job, I better show them that I'm what they need. So I was there for my group's interview, and I was super confident. Everything they asked, like who wants to go first, I always said like immediately, even before thinking, I would say me, you know. So you really want to be there, even though like normally that would be annoying. Like normally having someone there who would be like me would be annoying, but for someone who's looking for a person to work in this store, they really want someone who is like me, you know, because you want to help your customers when they come in the store. You don't want to be like, I'll just wait. No, you have to go and, you know, speak to them and anything like that. So always in your group's interview, make sure that you are like a very confident person. You're not scared to go first. Make sure that you have some kind of sense of humor. I tried to be a little funny. I didn't care about that. And I try to be serious, focused, funny, everything you can, the best of you in one. So but always make sure that even with the hijab, you really show them that you're just as hardworking as anyone else. And always make sure that you do tell something about the hijab, but that it's always positive. Like don't tell like, oh my god, you know, you don't have to tell anything about your religion. That's completely not necessary. But do tell them that the hijab makes you a better person, and you can really show that, and that you're not scared, that even with the hijab you can still talk to other people and you're not scared of that. And yeah, that's it, you guys. If you have any other questions, you can leave them down below. I will now show you the outfits that you can wear for a casual interview, for a business interview, and for a fashion interview. And with the fashion interview, I mean like if you're going for a job interview to the Zara or anything else where they are like really aware of the fashion. So always make sure that you dress somehow like they do, but a little bit fancier. So contest. Also don't forget to enter my giveaway, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and like my Facebook page. Stay tuned if you want to see what kind of outfits I would wear for different types of interviews. Outfit number 1 is for a casual job interview. I'm just wearing a white jumper, a black headscarf with no tassels or anything like that, just a black bag which is quite businesslike, my Zara pants which I'm gonna wear in all 3 of the outfits that I'm gonna show you, and instead of going for heels, I'm just wearing some flats, and I'm also wearing no accessories or anything like that. Next outfit is for a business job interview. I'm just wearing my Zara pants again because you can't wear a maxi skirt, and these pants are not too tight and they're not too wide, just perfect for hijabis. You can also wear a blazer with this outfit to make it like, to give it more of a suit feeling. And yeah, the shirt that I'm wearing, the blouse that I'm wearing is by H&M. The last outfit is for a fashion job interview. I'm wearing a white peplum which is from a local boutique. I'm wearing Zara cream colored blazer, and I'm wearing my Zara pants again. And I'm just wearing a bag which kind of looks like a briefcase, and just heels. You can also opt for flats if that's what you prefer. These were all my outfits. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in my next video, inshallah. Take care. Bye bye.